Hello, and welcome back to episode 8, the long-awaited episode 8. My bad, sorry. For today's episode, I will be editing Rinnegoddess's Giorno cosplay from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Another JoJo episode, yes. Everybody clap, everybody cheer. I have been a follower/fan of Kayla for a while now. I just think she's so much fun. One of her favorite cosplays of mine is that Aramis cosplay she did a while back. So good. It was so good. I think I might edit that one next. I just think her cosplays are really cool. And we both happen to be JoJo fans with Naruto-centric usernames, so there's that. I think that's very cute of us, actually. The idea for this edit actually came from another edit I saw on Pinterest by the user Schmidt. I really like how it looks like a magazine, and I also love the star over the eye. The star over the eye, when I saw that, I was like, I like that. I want to do a star over the eye too. And I want it to change colors, so that's what we're gonna do. That's what I am going to do. That's what I'm showing you. Start out, I just put a posterized filter on. I start out all my edits with the posterized filter. The posterized filter is my best friend because like when you put it over the image, when you use it, it separates all of the skin's shadows and highlights into very noticeable layers, and that helps me map out where I'm going to put the screen tone brush in order to deepen up those shadows and make it even more comic-y/manga looking. I'll go over all the shadows on the skin, costume, and wig, and I'll like block those out. I'll take the screen tone brush with a color that's like slightly darker than what the shadow already is. I'll put a multiply layer above it, clip it or whatever, brush it on, and then like when you zoom out, it always looks so good. It always looks so good. Once I'm satisfied with all the shadows and stuff, I think it looks good, I move on to the makeup retouching. When you use the posterized filter, it's going to eat up the quality of anything, especially makeup. I think it's a really good idea whenever you are using that to just go back and darken all the areas of the makeup with just like solid lines. Speaking of lines, one of the most noticeable things about JJBA designs are the bold, sharp lines. I really like how they vary in weight and thickness. I like how they're so dramatic. It's really fun to try and recreate that on a JoJo cosplay. It's kind of like I'm trying to put the entire manga on the cosplay. It's really fun. And since this is a Giorno edit, of course I had to add gold experience. Yes, his little cheese-headed baby, Giorno's little cheese-headed baby, is more of like a doorknob or like a bell, a fancy baby bell. It looks like a fancy French butter, actually. His fancy French butter-headed baby, that's his day one. Stands are always like popping up behind their user. So the idea behind, you know, the placement of gold experience here was just like popping behind Kayla, like phased in. And once I got the stand all situated, I just moved on to a simple background, putting together a simple background, just like a gradient layer and a couple of screen tone vector assets I pulled over from Illustrator, and then I moved on to the star part. So boom, right? 5 stars in there, right? 5 stars to represent part 5. Yeah, I love putting references in my edits. So much fun. 5 stars, part 5. So put those in. At first, I almost had a 6th one, but then I was like, I'm ruining my own idea. I done messed up my own flow. Took that out, we replaced it for a circle. But anyway, put those 5 stars in, one on the eye because I was inspired by Schmidt's Giorno's hold on, I don't know how to talk. I was inspired by that Pinterest post that I showed you guys earlier by Schmidt and his Giorno poster. It just looks so cool. The star on the eye was everything, so I was like, I want to do that too. Put it on there, but I want my stars to be color changing. So the one on her hands and the one on her face, it has like a difference color filter attached to it, and the opacity is down, I think like 60, 50, something like that. But when you put it over the image, it makes it look like it's changing colors, and I think that's so cool. You know, looking back on this edit though, I kind of wish I added more organic shapes to this, something to do with like plants, flowers, like life and all that, since that's, you know, Giorno's whole thing, given life. And to finish up this edit, I just put on some text with Giorno's name and golden experience, and then I was done. You know what, it kind of looks like those character cards you pull in gacha games. It does. This one will be an SR. Super rare. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in episode 9.